We need 5 minutes time. Okay. I hope you all can see the screen. I'll just join back in another 5-10 minutes, right?
Goldie, your microphone is on.
Madam, you are not audible.
Goldie, your microphone is on.
Madam, you are not audible.
Door left, quote, door right, quote, nasal left parent outside into right parent joint.
Sir, good evening. I just I'm in the bus. I just need 5 more minutes, okay? And I hope the screen is I will share the screen. In the meantime, they can just see what are the chapters I'll be covering. So just another 5-10 minutes, I'll be there. Okay.
Goldie, your microphone is on.
Dear learner, ma'am in the, I think on the way. So within 5-10 minutes, madam will join. Okay. So she will take the class within a 5 minutes. So wait for 5 minutes. Okay. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait for 5 minutes. Huh? Ma'am will join very soon.
Got it, huh?
Got it, got it.
ये तो वीडियो तो देखा हुआ है. Hello, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Sir.
I can hear
Mic is
you.
on.
Okay, okay. Good evening, sir. Sorry for being late. Actually, uh, you know, uh, today I had been to Jahania Beach with my students because tomorrow is 2nd October, and this time the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, they have decided from 17th September till 2nd October, like it will be organized as a Swachhata Hi Seva.
Okay,
So,
fine.
so that was the reason.
No
And
problem.
I
Go
was,
ahead.
yeah. And sir, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
So,
fine.
so sir, this time all the students are Indian, I believe
Yeah, yeah,
from the name.
all are Indian.
Okay, okay, good, good. Then fine enough. Okay, so, ठीक है. Then I was in fact sharing the screen. Like, was it visible? The screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm just once again sharing. 1 minute. Is it visible, sir? Later, later. Share screen. Okay. Yes. So this is the share screen. Is it visible now? This is the PPT. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay, fine. So, very good evening to everyone, all the learners. And my name is Dr. Mo Roy, and I'm from Bhubaneswar, the capital city of Odisha. I'm also an academic counselor of IGNO. And all of y'all, I believe some of y'all might be students. So, I mean, some of y'all might be working in some organization. So we'll try to make this class as interesting as we can. In fact, today I'm sharing it's on my mobile. So maybe day after tomorrow I'll be there on the laptop. But just wanted to tell you before we start this, like we have total 35 units, and in this 35 units, like it's usually there are 9 blocks, and each, I mean, like together, like there are 35 units, and we have just only seven, I think 7 or 8 days to cover all the 35 units. So I'll try my best. Like every day will be covering around 5 to 7 units, so it would be easier to complete the all the units. So just this is like starting from the beginning. Like we have what is tourism. Can any of you all tell, just few days ago tourism World Tourism Day was celebrated? When is the World Tourism Day? Any of you all? Sir, Google to Google. Any idea when was the World Tourism Day celebrated? It was just few days. Today is 1st of October. It was just celebrated a few days ago.
Ma'am, 27th
Any?
of September.
27.
Yes, yes. So very good, huh? I mean, before we start, I mean, we all are, like students of tourism, so we should know. Like United Nations declared tourism as the 27th September. So just few days ago we celebrated, and this time, any idea what was the theme of the tourism day? Every year they have a different theme.
Ma'am, it was tourism and peace.
Okay, fine, good. So, just all of you belong to India, like you all are from which part? Like north, west, everything. I mean, everybody is there, or maximum of you are from Delhi. Like, can I know just for my information?
Ma'am, I'm from Dehradun, ma'am, Uttarakhand.
Okay,
Ma'am,
okay,
I'm from
okay.
Kolkata.
What about the others?
Ma'am, I'm from Nainital, Uttarakhand.
I'm
Okay,
from Delhi.
okay, good, good.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I'm from
Uh,
Thane, Mumbai.
okay, Thane,
I'm
Mumbai.
from
Okay, okay,
Chennai, ma'am.
fine.
So you are from?
From Chennai.
Okay, you are from Chennai. Very good. So everybody is
Ma'am,
there
I am
from.
from Bangalore.
Okay, okay, good. So that's nice. Why I asked you this question because so I can share you some PPTs and all. Some of you all might be from the northern part of India, some of you from the eastern, some from west, some from south. So we all are there. Okay, so you can always share something because in this I mean platform, not only what is all about tourism, but how it evolved, how it developed, then what is all the tourism system all about, and then what are the constituents of tourism industry and tourism organization, then of course what tourism regulations all are about, the statistics and measurement is also being included. So like how many inbound travelers are there, inbound tourists, how many outbound tourists are there. So we'll be also learning about the statistics. Then modes of transport is also there. See, I just wanted to say, like, wherever you go or whatever you do, in each and everywhere there is a bit of tourism. Whether you go to any destination, there is tourism. Whether you eat the food, there's food tourism. Everywhere you find a bit of tourism is there. Okay, so it's a very easy, interesting subject, and people who love to interact with other communities, people from different countries, they wanted to know their culture and all. So it is very easy. I mean it's a fun learning, so the things everybody can share, like maybe I may not be knowing all the festivals about Chennai, there are, so they can always share this on this platform. So yes, I was talking about modes of tourism. Then Unit 9 is all about tourist accommodation, like different types of hotels are there, like some are business class hotels. Then there are like supplementary accommodation is also there, like duck bungalows and all. We'll be learning about that. Then what do you mean by informal services in tourism? And what are the roles of like services that is being, what are the products, what are the services, what are the roles being played by different tourism professionals, like tourist guide, what is the duty of the tourist guide, what are the job responsibilities. Then there are we'll be talking about shops, emporiums, and melas. Like everywhere, whenever you go to visit any destination, you try to get something, maybe a small mementos and all, which represent the particular why you bring the mementos, because it's a something as a memorable, you had visited this place, so you'll remember that. So that is how this tourist shops, emporiums, how they are being based on. Okay, then that there are different travel agencies, tour operators. You all might have heard of Sita Worldwide Travels, and there are other travel agents, who, if you wanted to go for international travel or for any domestic travels and all. So you'll be learning about all the different types of travel agents like Cox and Kings and all. Okay. Then you have tour operators, then there are guides and escorts are there. What is their duty and responsibility? Then tourism information sources, as well as India's biodiversity. There's the flora, there's the fauna. Good one. There's the flora and there's the fauna. Then how to, we have such a beautiful environment. How to, sustainability is very important. So we'll learn a little bit about that also. Then seasonality and destinations, like as someone of you belong to Dehradun, so Dehradun is a plain land, but Mussoorie is a hill station. So everybody in the summer season, like they wanted to go to Mussoorie because they wanted to enjoy there. Then there are other like Darjeeling, Gangtok, so many places are there. So we'll be learning a little bit about that also. Then maps and how it is being helpful, because nowadays with the help of Google you can easily find anything, whatever you want. If you want to book a room, you can do that. If you want to book a hotel, you can do that through various online travel agents like Make My Trip, then IRCTC, then Expedia. So there are so many, a lot. Okay, then comes the tourism marketing, like whatever products, because how the system works. That is very important. So we'll be learning about the products and how it is being designed so that it can have a very positive impact on I mean all the travelers, all the people. And we should also be at the same time should be designed in such a manner that would attract the people so that they can visit the tourist destinations. So different states have their different theme also. Like I belong to Orissa, and any idea what is the theme of India's tourism? Any idea what is the theme of India's tourism?
Ma'am, is it Atithi Devo Bhava?
Atithi Deva Bhava is, I mean, it is basically incredible India, you know? Incredible. Atithi Deva Bhava is for everyone, like, but it is incredible India, okay? And any idea, like, any one of y'all from Orissa? I belong to the eastern part of India. Any of y'all? Any idea? Because the reason behind is you can, I mean, there's a tagline for each and every state, okay? So anyway, we'll discuss it later on. Because Odisha has beaches, and it has just now, as I got the late as I told you, the reason behind is, I went to a beach with my students. So there are a lot of types of different tourism. Just few days, when we were a few years ago, there were 10, 15 types of tourism. But recently I studied there are more than 70, 80 types of tourism. So slowly everything is evolving, and new technologies are coming up, and everything has a new. We have lot of whether it's a scenic beauty, whether it's a sublime, serene, everything is there. So everybody wants to make a very, I mean, separate identity for them. So that is the reason why different types of tourism are coming slowly. So yes, where were we? I was talking about tourism marketing. So whether it's a destination or whether it's a type of accommodation, we need to market those products. So that is also very important. And in fact, we have to do a market research. Like for example, just I wanted to mention over here, suppose students, college students, they can't afford to stay in any deluxe hotels or five-star category hotels. In India, we have YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association, and we have all the supplementary accommodation also. So usually, if you become a member of YMCA, then you can, and in different locations all over the India, there is this YMCA. So they can become a member and they can stay over there. So it's like a dormitory type of. So that is the thing why I told you why the market research is being done. Like depending on their needs, depending on the demands, the types of facility is being provided. And there are a lot of events are also being there, and how to sell those when we have any exhibitions and all those in usually in India, Delhi, Pragati Maidan, these events are being held where a lot of tour operators come, travel agencies come, they sell different destinations. So especially our prime minister insists that instead of going to abroad, why not we spend the I mean, why not we go to different destinations in India? Because we have beautiful destinations. They are at par with any foreign destinations. Of course, some of the destinations have yet to, explore. Like people need to still explore their that beautiful destinations are there. But yes, how to reach their accommodation. So infrastructure. These are all like pillars of tourism which need to be developed. So yes, so then comes the role of media nowadays. Like you all are youngsters, I know that whenever you go to any places and all, you just click photos, you make reels, then you post it on your Facebook, you post it on Instagram, and your friends, your peer groups see them, like them, and slowly, they come to know about the different destinations. Not even like visiting different destinations, even the you visit different restaurants, you test different types of dishes, and you just post them, and I mean, others also get delighted, excited to visit those places or eat those type of foods. So this is how, like, media has a great role in promoting this tourism products. Then comes writing for tourism. Like, some of you all might have they have a inclination towards writing, visiting different places. So they'll be they can write for they can be a bloggers. So that is also which how people get attracted, they because we there are many destinations in our country which are yet to be explored. So this is how, when you do blogging or something, you can easily come to know these are the places maybe that can be in your bucket list, you can visit it for the next time. Then comes personality development and communication skills. That is very important, because if you want to be in the travel industry, or I mean, or the tourism industry or the hospitality industry, wherever, communication is very important. Because unless and until you wherever you visit or whatever, you have to find out what are the needs and demands of the people. That is very important. So you have to communicate and ensure that what is their needs. Because nowadays, as I told you, there are five-star deluxe hotels providing everything. Earlier those marriages were usually being held in a mandaps and all, but nowadays you'll see it is being organized in a hotel. Why? Because you just pay and everything is at your whatever you need, like right from the flower arrangements, from the lighting, from the orchestra, and the food is always there. It is being organized in the hotels. That is not only about marriages. I mean, there are also conventional hotels. In India there are a lot of conventional hotels where you'll find where conferences, this type of events are being organized, workshops, seminars, conferences, those are being held. You all might have heard of MICE. What is, you'll be learning about this. That is, there's a word called MICE, that is meetings, incentives. Then C stands for conventions and E stands for events. Okay, so you can say India is also a popular MICE destination. Okay, so slowly we'll talk about it. Like, since today is your first class, so I just wanted to share like what are the topics we'll be covering in this the next 6 7 days. Then come, of course, if you wanted to visit any monuments or historical sites, you need to know the history of that. So that is also very important. And there are museums, lot of in like Delhi, there's a National Museum. So one of my colleague, I mean, when we were doing the PhD, she has done her thesis on, I mean, research on national museums in Delhi, and also there is the uh, another museum I just forgot. Maybe later on I can share with you. Then yes, living culture and performing arts, like different types of dances. Each state has a different type of, not each state, maximum states has a different type of arts, different types of dances. So that also you will be learning. And different types of religions of India, like Hinduism, Christianity, then your Muslims. I mean, slowly, like not much in details, but we'll be covering those. Then comes tourism policy and planning. Yes, that is very important, because those are the officials from the regions, from the states, who are very much like, you can say the stakeholders when we do have a beautiful monument in a particular destination. How the monument has to be preserved, how to reach the destination, what is the time when people visit there. So there are a lot of essential, you can say, essential uh, like right from the time, the season. So these are all being planned by the tourist officials, the stakeholders. So that is how a policy is being structured, and that will also be covering. Then the infrastructure development, you can see in the last few years, like there's a lot of infrastructure development. Like for example, Delhi has the largest international airport, and it is one of the best airports in the not only in India but in the Asian countries. And if you especially like the if you visit the international airport, that is Terminal 3, you'll be finding like more than 500 plus outlets, so that's really amazing. So why whenever we hold any events and all, so these are the places which need to be developed. So that is how infrastructure infrastructure is being developed. Now there comes the local bodies, officials and tourism. Now each state, as I have mentioned, there are the officials who are working for the Department of Tourism, like Odisha. Like in Odisha, we have the OTDC, Odisha Tourism Development Corporation. Each state has their own tourism development council corporation. Similarly, for India, we have ITDC, that's known as Indian Tourism Development Corporation, which is under the Ministry of Tourism. And even there are a lot of there are hotel management colleges, there are IITTM, Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, which comes under Ministry of Tourism. Okay. Then comes, yes, development dependency, and there's a declaration, Manila Declaration, that also will be learning. Then what is the impact, economic impact, slowly, and like, of course, India is a developing country, but the tourism is going in such a way, a lot of all of y'all are, I mean, am I am I clear to you, or am I going too fast? Y'all can,
No, ma'am. Okay,
is
it's
it
okay.
okay? Okay, fine. Please, I'll also give some time to share. Like you all should also share, because you all belong to different places of India. Last year, in fact, I wanted to share. I was taking the classes with African students, like Nigeria and all. So they were sharing their culture. That was also very interesting. But this time we are from India also. I mean, you can always share, and I also belong to Odisha, so I can also share something. And of course, I belong to West Bengal, but I'm in Odisha for a long, long time. And recently, in another today is 1st of October. In another few days, we'll be celebrating Durga Puja, like Navratri started. So that is also India will be celebrating. Okay, so that is also one of the important people. I mean, how tourism, I mean, we learn so many things, like it's not only about the infrastructure, not about the accommodation, food and beverage services, but of course, it's a revenue generate, it generates revenue, because suppose I go to a different destination, and I like the place, I buy some souvenirs from those places. So of course it generates revenue. When the foreigners coming to a country, that also generates revenue. I think maximum revenue is being generated from the tourism department. And our Prime Minister ji is really making a lot of effort to make India I mean, on the global map of, the world, India should be a very prominent tourist destination. Of course, there are some social, political, and environmental impact. You have TS-5. This is TS-1. This is the fundamentals of tourism. But in TS-5, you'll be learning about environment, how tourism has a positive impact, as well as about the negative impact on the society, on the environment. Like flora and fauna. So this unit is basically like, this fundamentals of TS-1 will be just, covering not in details, but the basic knowledge, fundamentals. And TS-2, 3, till 5 6, like 6 is about marketing, so you'll be learning about in details. And last but not the least, threats and obstacles to tourism. There are a lot of threats, and also there are a lot of obstacles to tourism. You might be reading in the newspapers and all. So these are the 35 units which are in TS-1, fundamentals of tourism. And of course, every day we'll try to cover 5 units, and maybe like we have 2 hours, like 5:30 to 7:30. So we'll just divide it 5:30 to 7. Then after that, you all can share your own ideas or something. Everybody can share. Should get some time to talk, so they can also communicate. What is so that we can do. But few things just I wanted to say, that is, you all might be knowing that you all have assignments also. Like I was checking the assignments of the previous batch. So there are basic concepts like what is tourism. So that is, those are generic concepts. I mean, that won't change. But there are sometimes, give examples or illustrate with examples. So in those cases, you can always mention about related to your states you belong to. So that would be more, I mean, the evaluator, when he or she corrects, then it becomes interesting. So do something, try to be innovative. That is what. And as I told you at the very beginning, like there is a bit of tourism in each and everything you do, you share. Like your, I mean, you're at home, or you're going to your place, the food you eat. So a bit of tourism is always there. And of course, all of you know, like, what is tourism. I mean, like it's basically like the activities involved, like people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment, maybe for more than 124 hours. So that is being defined by United Nations World Tourism Organizations. So UNWTO is basically the United Nations World Tourism Organization. And as I was telling, 27th September was each and every year, 27th September is being celebrated as Tourism Day. And this time the theme was World Tourism and Peace. And basically, I think there's usually each and every state celebrates their tourism way in a different way. Like, we have different types of, like in schools and colleges, there are different types of competitions are being held related to tourism. So that is how we celebrate the tourism day. Now, few more things, like, when we talk about tourism, we should always remember that there are, 9 pillars of tourism. One is the transportation. That is very important. It basically, when you move, how you move, because you have to look at the comfort and enjoyment of people. So usually there's a sector like, the airlines, the cruise, the railways. These all come under the tourism. So transportation is one of the pillars of tourism. Then comes accommodation, like when we talk about accommodation, like when you go to visit any places, any destinations, accommodation is very important. Now we do have different types of hotels. Like, some of the hotels are like business class hotels, where people usually on official visit, they stay in these business class hotels. Then there are the resorts which are being located near scenic beauties like the mountains, beaches. So they are known as resorts. Then there are on the highways, there are hotels are also located. They are known as the motels. Then you have hotels which are located near airports, like Delhi itself has near the airport, it has around 5 or 7 different hotels. So those are known as transit hotels. And then you have Then you have all this type of supplementary accommodation like duck bungalows, circuit houses. Circuit houses are meant for government officials. So there are a lot of accommodation depending on the depending. And as I have also told you about YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association. So depending on the need requirement, the hotels are being provide the services, because service is one of the important phenomena, you can say, which satisfies the customer tourist, and that is what is very important. So accommodation is one of the important, you can say, accommodation or lodging, which is one of the pillars of tourism also. Now comes food and beverages. When we talk about food and beverage sector, like especially the establishments that supply food as well as beverages, and it varies from fine dining restaurants to ethnic restaurants. Plus you have different types of food courts, like if you go to, you can see like places nowadays, you'll find food courts, you'll have find pubs, you'll find 24 hours coffee shops are usually located in the hotel, which is open for 24 hours, 24 into 7 into 365 days. So they are known as coffee shops. But all the specialty restaurants, they do have a timing. Like from lunchtime it is being open from 11 to 3, and the evening it's from open from 7 to 11:45. And you do have bars and all, which is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So different food outlets are there, and you'll find all these different types of food outlets, like KFC, then Subway, then you have I mean, so many dominoes and all. You'll find all these near airports. I mean, railway stations. Plus, any food joints. These are basically, so that is also this food outlets, and they are the catering firms, right? Like as I told you, you also do have nightclubs and lounges. So these all constitute the food and beverage sector. Then another important, like why I want to tell you, these are the pillars of tourism. Like there is also the souvenirs and handicrafts. Like these basically these, whenever you visit any new destination or new place, you wanted to explore a new place. These are the articles, like the souvenirs and handicrafts. These are the articles. They have the nature of tourism goods, because transfer of their use value is based on monetary consumption of the tourist. So this souvenirs and handicrafts also play a important role. Like in Odisha, like we have Potachitra. Like basically this Potachitra then is, that is on palm leaves, the drawing is being made. And that's very expensive. And there's a village in Odisha that is known as Raghurajpur, where there's artisans, they draw on this palm leaves, and it's a very popular one. So this is I mean, from each state have their own handicraft. So whenever you visit any place, you just try to purchase a handicraft or a souvenir to keep a memory of, I mean, to have a memory of that. So these all constitute. So these souvenirs and handicrafts also being considered as one of the pillars of tourism. Then you have attractions, like we have in India. When we talk about attractions, it includes historic sites are there. Then like we have the Konark temple in Delhi. You have Qutub Minar, Humayun's tomb. Then you have the Taj Mahal, of course it's in Agra. Okay, then there are heritage. Yes, I just forgot to say about the heritage hotels also. We also do have heritage hotels. Heritage hotels are hotels which are, the palaces and the forts which are being converted into hotels. So they are known as the heritage hotels. Like in India, we have hotel, I mean, palaces or forts which are being built before 1950. They are being converted into hotels. They are known as heritage hotels. Then we do have lot of museums, like Like I think one of you all said you belong to Hyderabad. I don't know. I heard like that. Like Hyderabad has one of the best museums, Solar Jung Museum. So there are a lot of museums. Then there is the Hall of Fames. Then there are the art galleries. Then there are botanical gardens. Then there are aquariums, zoos. There are a lot of water parks are there. Then amusement parks are there. Then we have casinos and cultural attractions. So these all are very lot of attractions places, and this many these of these attractions places are educational in nature, whereas others are solely for entertainment purpose. So these also are pillars of tourism. Then come outdoor recreation, like people go to different, like they go to Ladakh and all, for example. Then because they wanted to enjoy the natural beauty, and this type of recreation, when we go to any hill stations or beaches, this type of recreation involves lot of excitements, physical challenges, as well as risks are being involved. And like we do have mountaineering, then rock climbing, then we have paragliding. So these are being referred to as basically adventure recreation. Earlier this were not there, but now slowly and slowly they are coming to know what are the, especially the youngsters, they wanted to enjoy. Earlier there was no mountaineering club, but nowadays there are mountaineering club, there are adventures clubs are there, where people join and they visit to different places and all. And there is also one of the pillars is another is, like we do have this entertainment allied services also. Now as I told you, the tourism sector is basically the subject is multidisciplinary, and it's one of the largest industries which generates revenue for a country. Okay, so the tourism sector is made up of many organizations, associations, for example, FHRI, Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India. So it is one of the organization. It is one of the associations which is a part of the tourism sector. And if you own a hotel, if you own a restaurant, or excuse me, or if you become, or if you are a principal of a hotel management college, you can become a member of FHRI. And of course you have to pay some fees. And once you become I mean membership fees, and once you become a member of this FHRI, then you can avail lot of discounts. So if you have if you are a member of FHRI, you can stay in any hotels of India, where you'll be given 30% discount on the rooms, as well as 30% discount on the beverages, not on alcoholic beverages, but non-alcoholic beverages. Okay, so these are the associations. Okay, like some Indian Association of Tour Operators, Indian Association of Travel Agencies. So these are a lot of associations which specialize in securing the needs of the tourism industry as a whole, rather than the needs of traveling specifically. Now there are a lot of events are also there. Events are an important motivational factor of tourism, and they also figure very prominently for the development and marketing plans of most destination nowadays. There is a event management is a part of tourism. Like in some colleges, they provide a course on event management. So once you can suppose you are studying tourism, maybe after if you are interested in organizing any events, you can also like if you have some fascination, then you can always organize events and all. You can become a part of the events. As I was telling you, now whenever any large events that is being taken place in usually the capital cities of the country, it is being given to the event planner. So right from the guests will be coming, the accommodation, the fooding, everything that is being, the logistics basically, that is being taken care by the event management group. So it is basically a very fast growing professional field, of course a part of tourism sector only, in which the tourists constitute potential market for the planned events, and the tourism industry has also become a vital stakeholder in their success as well as attractiveness. So like like who is a tourist, then how this tourism emerges. Earlier, the tourism was a sector, but later on it became an industry. Okay, so what do you now, when we talk about, we'll be learning about the different tourism products, how they are being designed, and then what are the different types of destinations, like identify their attractions, and what is a tour, and all this. And this is tourism is a very easy subject. You don't have to mug up or something, because you just need to you need to feel, you need to have, you need to keep your eyes open. That is what is very important. And when you are suppose you are a tourist, when you travel to a place, there are a lot of things. When you travel, you learn to you ought to learn, or you come to learn. Okay, just sitting at home, you won't learn all this. So when you travel, then you come to learn many a things. So that is what is very important. We learn in the books and all. Now we have this virtual tourism and all. You can, if you want to see any place, you can, with the help of artificial intelligence, you can do that. So a few things which I just wanted to I mean, I'll be sharing one of y'all. I just wanted one of y'all can be the leader. My email ID I can share with you. In fact, it was there on the first slide. So I can share my PPTs with you. You can rest. You can share among your group. Okay. So the important ones I'm just covering. Rest I'll be sharing. You can go through whenever you have time. So the Rome Conference on Tourism, that's a very important aspect, which was organized in 1963. So, tourism as a visit to a country other than one's own, or where one usually resides and works, for the following reasons. When we talk about tourism, it is basically the activity of temporary visitors staying at least 24 hours, and those can be for leisure, that can be for business purposes, that can be for visiting a family, for a meeting, or for attending a conferences and all. Okay, earlier it was not, but now for each and every, like if you have an official work, you go for to attend some conferences or seminars. Then you have some family programs, like any marriage anniversaries or birthdays and all, for their hotels. I mean we go to the hotels too. I mean, those are being organized in the hotels. Then some of them may be going for leisure activities and all. Of course, when we people who study tourism, of course I believe they love traveling. Otherwise, why should they study tourism? Because I mean, that's I mean, very important for them. So of course there is also something, the word called excursion. uh, Excursion, like colleges and schools and colleges, they take their students for excursion, which is basically excuse me, to learn something on a so this is the activity of a temporary visitor staying less than 24 hours, but excluding people in transits. Okay. Then there is Tourism Society of Britain, that's in 1976, which says that tourism is a temporary, short-term movement of people to destinations outside their residences, and it includes activities during their stay at these destinations, like day visits and excursions. So different, there are different. Uh, definitions of tourism, but at the end of the it's the same only, more or less. It is being designed in a different way, but the meaning remains the same only. So when yes, there are, this is very important movement of tourists. Like one is the international tourism, Another is the domestic tourism. All of you are aware, but still, then I just wanted to say, like international tourism is like when we travel from one country to another. For that, you require passport, visa, and all. And domestic tourism is when we travel within a state or within the cities and all. Okay, within a country basically. And what is inbound tourism? It refers to the tourists who are entering to a country, so they are that is known as inbound tourism. And outbound is referring to tourists who leave their country of origin for another country, so that is known as outbound. So yes, this is very important. Tourism products and services. Okay, now tourism products. Can you any of you all tell me what are like tourism products? One of you all can please tell me. What do you mean by tourism products?
Ma'am, actually, tourism product like transportation
Hmm.
and hotels, accommodation,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and any destination where is a sightseeing.
Okay. Very good. Can I know your good name?
My name is Gaurav.
Gaurav. Mr. Gaurav, you are from which place?
Yes, actually, I am from Nainital.
Okay, beautiful place. I hadn't been there, but still,
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Uh, so next time we share something about Nainital. I want
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
something uniqueness, so that I
Yes,
haven't visited Nainital. I also believe those who are on this class, they
yes,
haven't visited Nainital. So
yes,
you
ma'am.
can always share. So it's
Sure,
a hill
ma'am. Sure.
station, right?
Yes,
Huh.
it's
So
hill station actually famous because of there is a seven tal. There is an attraction of Nainital.
okay, okay, fine, good, good.
Thank you.
Nice. So, Gaurav, just you are working or you are a student? I
Yes,
just wanted
actually,
to
I'm
know.
working.
Working, huh? That's why. See, why I told you the reason behind because I also studied hotel management. Okay, I am my domain is hospitality basically. I have
Okay.
studied hotel management, and
Yes.
then I started working in a hotel. So while studying, while working, I studied tourism. Okay,
Yes,
from
ma'am.
IGNO itself,
Yes.
and I did my masters, then my PhD from IGNO itself. So,
Okay.
so that's why I'm telling. Many of y'all are working professionals and all, and
Yes, ma'am.
once learning is very important. You need to
Yes.
learn, you need to de-learn, and then you need to relearn also. That is
And
what is
then
very
explore
important.
explore is very important. I think if you are living in a Nainital, like a Nainital place, it's a beautiful scenic place. So I think my interest is I explore my culture and I explore
Yes.
my destination. It's my motivation. So that I join this course.
Okay, yes, yes. As I told you, I don't have much, I belong to Orissa in the eastern region. Okay, Orissa is, you all have heard of Puri Jagannath Temple. It is one of the four dhams of the country, and it has also a beautiful beach, that is sea beach, I mean Bay of Bengal. Okay, now, this Puri has visitors, tourists. You'll find two types of tourists. One is the pilgrimage who are coming to visit Jagannath Temple. The
Yes, ma'am.
famous, Rath Yatra is being organized. Where so
Okay.
you have the Lord Jagannath temple. So people are you'll find especially I won't say only pilgrimage, but yes,
Yes,
usually the old people, youngsters are also there. But at the
yes,
same
ma'am.
time, there are also the youngsters. The reason behind the beach is there. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so you'll find both mix of people.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes what happen, people I as I told you, especially in the northern part of India, when I visit, sometimes I tell I belong to Bhubaneswar, capital city of Odisha.
Okay.
Still they are not in a they are unable to identify, then I have to tell them, I belong to a place, my house is located near Puri. Then, oh, where the Jagannath temple is located. This is how,
Yes,
like eastern region, they know where is Bhubaneswar, but people
Okay.
of north and they don't know Bhubaneswar because everybody doesn't know. So when I tell no, I am from the place Jagannath Temple Puri, then say oh,
Yes, ma'am.
I know that. So that is why our culture needs to be explored. Each and every state has a different beauty and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's nice talking to you, Gaurav.
Okay.
So,
Same here, ma'am.
so tourism products is both
Uh,
a physical as
Sorry
well
to
as a.
interrupt, madam.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
Baninder
please.
here.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, sir.
can you go to the first slide so I can just take a screenshot of your email ID and phone number?
Yes, 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 yes. Good. Sir, can you tell me your good name, please?
This side is
Uh,
Baninder. I'm from
acha.
Delhi, New Delhi.
Okay, okay, good, good. Then it is fine. You have visited IGNO?
I tried to visit it, but yet to visit my working professional.
You stay at which place? Like,
I'm from Delhi itself.
no, no, I know you belong to Delhi, but which location? I wanted to. Matlab
West
South
Delhi,
Delhi.
Rajori Garden.
Acha, you stay at Rajori Garden. So, IGNO is at Saket, at South Delhi. Since you belong to Delhi, you should once visit to IGNO. It's a beautiful university, a bit of,
Definitely, ma'am.
it's,
Definitely. It's the biggest
it's
university. That is why I enrolled. Yes.
and the thing is that it's like you'll see all peacocks around. I mean, like kuch mountains ke jaise lagda hai. It's very beautiful.
Acha.
So it's, if
Ma'am,
you
it's not. It's having your email ID. It's not having the
yeah,
phone number.
it's DUT. I'll just DUTTA Datta underscore mou at yahoo.com. Okay,
No, it's having the
this is
email
my
ID. The phone
yeah.
number is
I
not
can.
there.
Yes, yes. I'll just tell you my phone number. It's 94381
9431
381
381
34430.
34430.
Okay.
So let me repeat it. 9431 381
381. No, no. 94381.
94381 34430.
Right. Okay.
Thanks, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, I was telling you, you should, since you belong to Delhi, so once you should visit IGNO.
Ma'am,
It's a
when do we
beautiful.
submit the assignment? Like, what's the last day types?
I think it's December. Okay, I'll just find out and let you know. ठीक
Okay,
है?
ma'am. Okay.
This is October. I think 31st October है ऐसा कुछ है.
October 30.
31st ना? It's
Yeah,
31st October.
October 30.
हाँ 30 हाँ. So I think अच्छा you have to submit these assignments online or what exactly? Online, no?
No, ma'am, we
Even
have to submit it physically. We have to submit in our regional,
Regional
not
center,
regional office, not regional center. The
study
other
center,
one,
study center,
study center.
study
Right,
center.
right.
Yes, yes. See, your last date, this is what happens. Your last date is 31st October. Then you have to submit it to the your study center. All of your, since we are from, I mean, from India, I mean, there are whichever places you all belong to, there's a study center. You have to submit, and all these assignments are there on the IGNO's website. You can go and visit the IGNO's website. All these units are there, and this units you can easily download all the units also. And but this presentation I have made personally, so I'll also share with you. So all the major points are being included over here.
ma'am,
And
you can start a WhatsApp group for us, no? So
ha
we
ha
can
ha.
send admin
Acha,
on the WhatsApp group. You start.
you be the
Yeah.
admin, okay, and you add. Okay.
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 Okay, that would be easier. Okay, you be the
Okay,
admin.
ma'am.
And yes, total, I mean, I'll just tell you, I mean, the marks is 100, total marks is 100. You have around 6 to 7 questions, and each question is marked 20. Okay, so basically you have to answer any 5 questions, and each question carry 20 marks. But कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है क्या, define the following. They'll write distinguish between a tourist, travel agency and tour operator, like ऐसा भी होता है. But basically each question carries 20 marks. That is what I suppose, because कभी कभी वो change कर देते, I don't know. Still then I'll try to find out, because last time I was teaching these students from Africa, so they were okay, so they were usually submitting online, and I evaluated their this thing answer skills. But since you all belong to different places where you have a study center, so academic counselors from those places will be evaluating your assignments. And yes, I just wanted to say you, the thing is that your assignment, 30% of this assignment is being taken, plus at the end you have, is very very systematic, very customized. I mean, you should, because I have been a student of IGNO for so many years. Now I am the academic counselor, and the thing is that the exam is being held in December and June, January, February, March, April, May, June. The exam is held in June as well as in December. Suppose if you have to, I don't know whether you have done the registration and all these details, I don't know, but you can appear for the exam in December, or you can appear for the exam in June. Okay, these are the 2 months, and where you have to register for whichever paper you want to submit. And I think you have been given 2 years to complete this. What is exactly this is your or 1 year? Your a certificate course or diploma? This is
Yes, ma'am. This is for certificate
It's
course.
certificate.
CTS.
this
Certificate.
is certificate, no?
CTS.
So
Yeah.
that means this is you have to complete within 1 year. What is exactly 1 year,
Uh,
no?
6 months.
And 6
6
months.
months, ma'am. December
Oh,
we have to appear for the exams.
oh, so you are very less. So
And
you have to
one more thing,
really,
ma'am.
uh, yes, yes, tell
Yeah.
me.
The exam fees we have to pay before 15th of October. That also I want to
Yes, yes, you kindly
share
share
with
all these.
everybody.
Okay, that is good. See, that is
That
why
is one
this.
of the things which is
Uh,
important.
Yes, so you have to,
15th.
I think for each registration, I mean, there is some fees is there. You have to pay the fees, and you have to register for the exams, and the exams will be conducted in the month of December, and you have to submit the assignments before 30th of October. Okay, that is very important. See, you all know the website of IGNO. It is www.igno.ac.in. Everything is there, very I mean, full of clarity, transparent. You just see the website, you go through everything, you register in there, and you'll get all the informations. That is I wanted to tell you. Okay, so clear, everything is clear, huh? Yes, in the exam,
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
exam, yes, I was telling you this, I should inform you, because see, this assignment is 100 marks, but 30% of that will be taken, and exams 100 जो आप लोग exam दोगे उसमें 70% of that will be taken. Okay, so this 70% of examinations plus 30% of the assignments will be I mean, when you'll get the marks, that will be out of 100. So it is clear with you, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Huh.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. So that is how it is being calculated. Okay, and I mean, they are. I mean, as I told you, they are very organized, very customized. And you check the websites, you'll get all the informations. And even for the exams, also, I'll just tell you, there are last 4 5 years question papers are also there. So you can just go through the question papers. You'll have an idea how to how the questions are being. Framed, so that is that becomes easier for you. Okay, right? Okay, so anyway, you make a group, so sometimes we can always share, that is always there. Okay, so coming to this tourist impact areas, like we have an tours can be within the national boundaries or maybe outside the country also, and it can be natural. It includes all these natural as well as the geographical features, like there are the coastlines, that is the beaches, then there are the islands like Andaman and Nicobar Islands and all, Lakshadweep. Then there are the mountains. Then there are health resorts like anyone from Kerala in this group. Uh, Now Kerala is also known for medical tourism, because people go to different types of for healing. they go to Kerala and all. So there are a lot of health resorts and all. Then there's the countryside and all. So these are all things. These are all which has a very much impact on the economy, on the environment. I mean, these all constitute tourism, and they have an impact on the economy, the environment. Then there are a lot of cultures we come to learn through tourism, and there are a lot of activities involved, there are a lot of attractions, and number of destinations are also increasing. And earlier, package, I mean, there are a lot of package tours. Suppose you want to visit the my research paper was on the golden triangle of Odisha, that is Bhubaneswar, Konark and Puri. So that's known as the golden triangle of Odisha. Like you have this golden triangle of north, I think Delhi, Agra, Jaipur, aisa hai. So there are a lot of destinations, and all those are being covered for a specific, like people who go to Delhi, of course they wanted to visit Agra. I mean, for the Taj Mahal, which is one of the seven wonders of the world, and they'll also visit Jaipur. So that's known as the golden triangle of that north. Okay. Now coming to tourist destinations, I think that's all of you all know, and maybe in one class I can tell you actually how many of you all have how many students are there, how many learners are there in this group. One of you all can tell me.
Around 9, madam.
Okay, so I believe these nine belong to different places. Okay, so they can at least share few things
Yes.
about those places. So in
I'm just creating the WhatsApp group so everybody can join in and then we can connect
We
more
can,
better.
yes, because in today's volume, connection, collaboration is very important. So that is what is being required, So yes, this is very important. I just wanted to highlight on those which you really need to know about. Like as I told you about the pillars of tourism, like the nine pillars, you please remember. Those are transportation, accommodation, food and beverage sector, the souvenirs and handicrafts, the attractions, the entertainment, allied services, different types of services, and tourism planning and development. So these are basically the nine pillars of considered as the nine pillars of tourism. But there are five A's of tourism that also you should know. One is the attractions, why we visit different places because of attractions. Then there is the accommodation sector, I have already discussed. Then there are the accessibility, how you reach those places, that is very important. And there are the amenities, that is the facilities that is being provided. And the other is the activities, what are the type of activities. Now if you go suppose there are, if you go to any destination, hill station, you'll what are the activities you'll be doing there. If you go to any beaches, what are the activities you'll be going there. So these are the important five A's of tourism. This you should always remember. The five A's of tourism includes attractions, accessibility, accommodation, amenities and activities. Then you can explore on all this. Now comes your tourism forms and types. Now, tourism professionals, they usually convert dream into reality, as a result of which various types of tourism comes into practices. Some of them may be going for just for leisure activities. Every day we have a busy life. Usually people like in Bhubaneswar, weekend means, you'll see lot of tourists going to Puri. They visit Lord Jagannath, pray to Lord Jagannath, they go to the beach and they come back. So similarly in Delhi, you have the nearby places and all, like people also go to Jaipur and all, or they visit Taj Mahal and all. Then you have all these other temples around. So that is how they do. Okay. Then sometimes you wanted to spend quality time with your friends and all. And whenever we think of spending quality time with friends, we always, the destination which always comes in mind is Goa. You know that what happens, every whoever is a when they are in college, they always make a plan to go to Goa. That is always in their bucket list. Maybe that time they won't be, but after some years they ensure that they go to Goa. So it's a very happening place. So that is where you can spend quality time with your friends, your peer groups, and all. Then comes the culture and education. That is also very important. Like now, Durga Puja will be starting from 9th of October. So you'll find lot of any of y'all belonging to West Bengal, Kolkata.
Yes, ma'am.
You belong to which place?
I'm from Kolkata, proper Kolkata, ma'am. The
Oh,
north of
you're from.
Kolkata.
Okay, so now you have already that vibe is
Yes, ma'am.
already there,
Tomorrow we have all the
So in there,
inaugurations. Tomorrow is Mahalaya, so all
yes,
the inaugurations
Mohalaya.
almost is
Uh,
starting, and I stay
uh,
just beside the Rajbari, so the heritage building, Shobha
okay,
Bazaar Rajbari.
okay.
So I can
Acha,
already
Shobha
hear
Bajar.
it.
हाँ,
That's right.
okay, okay, So that is very nice, Shobha Bajar, that, Rajgiri. So that is what happens. You will, people, you have a different type of environment, So that is why, and you'll find lot of people coming from different places to, enjoy this festival in Kolkata. And in fact, last to last year, Durga Puja has got this UNESCO, I think, cultural, some, wait, I'll just find out. Uh, Durga Puja, they got this award, not award, they got this affiliation or something. I'll just, 1 minute, I'll tell you. Yes, in 2021, UNESCO added Durga Puja to its representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. So it's a proud, feeling for the state. Like one of the researchers was doing a lot of research and getting it from UNESCO. Now Durga Puja is being celebrated in such a way. So getting this. Uh, uh, being the intangible cultural heritage of India, humanity, it has really added, to our Indian culture, in fact, and it's, you can say, it's been inscribed on the intangible cultural heritage list of UNESCO. So that is how we have different tourism forms and types. Then, of course, there is the health. You have this, when moving to health, nowadays, people visit different spas and all, that is known as spa tourism also. For even the hotels do have these saunas, and they take you have different types of massages and all. Okay, so they visit different type of spas, saunas, and all. Now, then you have special interest tour, that is known as SIT, and sometimes to fulfill your own interest, you visit, there are different destinations, specifically to fulfill your own interest. You visit these destinations. Then there comes the adventure and the wildlife. When we talk about wildlife. Someone of y'all is from Uttarakhand, okay? The Corbett National Park is there, that is the wildlife. That's in Jim Corbett National Park, which is located in Uttarakhand, and it's rich in flora as well as fauna. And even in West Bengal, we have the Sundarbans, which is known for its white tigers, okay, Royal Bengal tigers and all. So each like our country, you name it and it is there. Whether it's adventure tourism, whether it's wildlife, anything, like as I told you, health tourism. Then there's the eco tourism. In fact, Odisha is one of the states which is having the maximum eco tourist spots in the country. Then comes convention tourism, like it is basically a mixed leisure with work to enjoy in general. Like as I mentioned about MICE, AMICE, meetings, incentives, conventions and events. Nowadays, what happens? Suppose if you work for any organization, especially all these like insurance companies and all. So what they do, excuse me, what they do, they usually, you have to fulfill a target. So once you fill up the target, fulfill the target, they book a proper destination. Then they have a 2 3 days events, like those who have fulfilled their targets, so they give a presentation. Then at the same time, they have, in the evening, they have different activities. Then they have all these team dinners and all. So these are basically known as mice, because where meetings are being involved, because they have the meetings like last 2 3 days, what they have done.
Nine
They
three
have
six
a
eight two one.
they do a meetings, and they have, what are the type, these are basically incentives, they get. If you fulfill the targets, then you get an incentive to go to a particular destinations.
Nine three
And
six eight two one.
these companies, especially this
Nine
insurance
three six eight
companies,
two four
their
one three five.
incentive is not visiting Indian destinations. They have they usually visit the foreign destinations and all. So there you have meetings, there you
Nine
have
two one one three
incentives,
one.
and sees basically conferences where maybe for the next year you plan what is the target to be completed, and how all those types of and events are being organized. So this is how it is there. So those are known as convention tourism. And there are hotels. You'll find hotels which are being the infrastructure is made in such a way which is mainly meant for conferences and all. They are known as convention hotels. Like there may be the boardrooms which have the capacity of arrangements, sitting arrangements of 50 people. Then there are conference rooms, there are seminar halls which may vary, the sitting arrangements may vary from 100 to 1000, also 100 to 500. Places like Delhi, like Pragati Maidan, like it is being it's being the uh, it's located in Delhi, and it's been in such a manner, it is being designed where any new product is being launched, or the exhibition takes place over there. And it has other different food outlets, even like talking about hospitality, the different utensils, the different tools, the different equipments, that is known as Ahar. This Ahar exhibition is being held in New Delhi every year at Pragati Maidan, where you will find lot of companies, lot of vendors who sell their products in the sense the equipments, the tools that is being used in the hotels. Okay, so this is how a lot of centers are there all over the country where this type of exhibitions are being held. So there comes of different types of tourism. Like I have just mentioned a few, but you can just google it. Now there are more than 60 70 types of tourisms are there, types of tourism. There's the adventure tourism,
I
then
have a
there's a
doubt.
medical. Yes, tell me.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Ma'am was
No, 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 please.
going through the assignment questions, and there happens to
Uh-huh.
be an assignment question that says define the forms and types of tourism. So will that be a single answer, or will that be divided into forms differently and the types differently?
Different forms and different types.
So the explanation which you just gave us one slide back, in fact 2 slides back,
Uh-huh.
are
Huh.
those the answers?
Yes, you can just go little bit in depth. Okay, you can give some, and whenever you, whatever I just wanted to say, try to even sometimes, no, it is not being mentioned. Illustrate with examples. That is very important. You can share always the examples. Of course, don't write from the book. Like in the book, in these units, everything is mentioned. I would suggest you do little bit of explore, and then write it. You have some, you can go through some research papers. You try to find out उस books में तो तुम्हारे पास. And इग्नो का books जो है, I just wanted to say you, this books, they will be recently, they'll be changing little bit, do a lot of changes and all, because this is already like the contents are already 10 years old, 10 to 12 years old. So if you go through, you'll find lot of pics like pictorials which are old enough. Okay, so IGNO is recently, they are like my madam, my guide, um, my mentor also, she is working on this project, like basically TS-1. So there are, as I told you, there are 35 units at present, but they are going to shorten it and make it 20 units. And she has this been assigned this work to club up like 35 units को 20 units में बनाना है. So it's in fact a humongous task, but she has been assigned that. And of course all these new things will be added. So as I told you, if you go through the books, you won't find any new types of examples. All those are 10
Yes, ma'am. The latest
10
one is
12 years old
2012. So after
examples.
that,
Okay,
we do not have any.
12 तो अभी 24, as I told you ना, मतलब it's just 10 years, 10 हाँ. So they are going to again review that. Okay, so so that's why you try to get it from you, instead of you try to go through the research papers and all. Okay, then you will find it more
Thank you so
ethical
much.
ones and all. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, okay, if you have any queries, please do, so that others can also get the information. So, as I was talking you, these are where the prominent types of tourism like adventure, medical tourism, which Kerala is being very famous for. Then you have ecotourism, Orissa is famous for. You have the religious tourism, you go to like temples and all. Now you can give the examples of religious tourisms. You can give the examples of Varanasi. You can give the example of Uttar Pradesh, this temple. Okay, you can give all those. Then you have business tourism. You have cultural tourism, that can be like Kolkata, can be Durga Puja. Then special interest tourism. Then you have cruise tourism. In fact, India is also has developed lot of on the cruise tourism also. Then there's a spiritual tourism. When you go to like Rishikesh, Haridwar, those can be considered as spiritual tourist destinations. Heritage tourism, Jaipur is famous for heritage tourism because lot of all these forts and palaces that's being converted into heritage sites. Okay, then VFR is basically visiting friends and relatives. Then wildlife sanctuary, I told you, gave you an example of Jim Corbett National Park. Then there's the Sundarban in West Bengal. Then leisure tourism, that can be Goa. Okay, then there's a sports tourism where um, Orissa is becoming a sports tourism destination. Why I mention over here? Because last year 2023, the World Cup hockey was organized in Orissa, like two places, that is in Rourkela and another is in Bhubaneswar. So most of the matches, Rourkela is a steel city, so it was not much in not I mean it's a very cosmopolitan nature because steel city is there. But it became very popular when this World Cup hockey was being held. So our previous chief minister, former chief minister Sri Naveen Patnaik, had he was interested in sports, so he is one of the you can say one of the legends who has a very pivotal role to make our state into a tourism destination, sports tourism. Okay, so these are very as I told you, every other day new things are coming up. So instead of focusing much, matlab, the concept remains the same only, but you should always try to give some fresh new examples. Okay, our prime minister is visiting so many countries and all. I mean, so you can always लास्ट ईयर हमारे यहाँ पर दिल्ली में भी ग्लोबल दैट वाज व्हाट वाज दैट लास्ट ईयर 2023
G20 summit.
सॉरी
G20 summit.
G20 summit, yes, G20 summit. Even yes, you got that. You just all of you. I wanted to tell you. See, you just go through that G20 summit. Usme ek, they have also mentioned about tourism. So you learn that. You just go through that. You read that, because earlier it was so tourism was also involved because they wanted to bring tourism. There were a lot of discussions on various aspects, but tourism also it was discussed. Okay, so that is G20 summit. So these are the ideas I wanted to तुम लोग आप लोग please copy मत कीजिएगा. Try to put your new, because new ideas, new learn something, innovation has to be there. Okay, so then comes a wellness. Kerala is famous. Then education, tourism. Yes, many places are educational hub also in India. So you can write about all those. Plus, there are other types of tourism, and of course, now future trends. Future trends is like earlier the United Nations promoted tourism because of its economic benefits, because transfer of wealth from rich to poor was possible. When we visit a destination, of course we buy these souvenirs, we buy some products. So what happens, the stakeholders means the local communities, they are also being benefited, like we buy the products from them. Okay, so obviously some of them may be running a shop and all, some of them are maybe running a restaurant and all. So in that, we are it is generating revenue for that particular. So here the stakeholders are the local communities, so they also earn revenue from there. Then to overcome regional imbalances, then provide employment to people with less educational qualifications and skills. See, this hospitality industry, or you can say tourism and all, these are all very skill based industry. Okay, if you can speak well, if you are a good communicator, then you can become a tourist guide. I'm just telling you, if you can cook well, then you become a chef. If you can become a, if you have good rich knowledge about wines and all, you can become a sommelier, like works in a bar. So these are the things. It's a very skill based organization, skill based sector. Okay, so to basically to boost the economic growth with earning from tourism, we have this foreign exchange, the foreign visitors coming to India. So a lot of, if you see the statistics, the state of Rajasthan, which has the maximum tourist visitors. Okay, so this is how. So yes, that is then. Yes, now comes the mass tourism. Mass tourism is very important, because see, why, what is mass tourism now? There are places, beautiful places, where people, yes, like after the COVID, it was said, like I read in the newspapers and from the social media, television, and all, came to know, like just after the COVID, people started visiting Manali and all those places, and in one day there were some lakhs of visitors. Now the question arises, how a place like Manali, which is a hill station, can accommodate so so much tourists. So that is what is mass tourism. So at the same time, you have to ensure that whether the destination fit in people, can fit in such people, because when people, and especially like during the New Year's Eve and all, you have seen people going to Manali from the north, people visiting Kolkata, from the eastern region, then Bangalore and all. I mean, all those places, Hyderabad and all, there are a lot of places, you'll find the restaurants, cover is 100, but there are 200 people waiting, they are all in queue and all. So this is what is mass tourism is basically. So we have to, because at the end of the day, sustainability is very important. So we have to, that is also one of the, you can say, considered as one of the pillars of tourism, because this sustainability, when we talk about sustainability, these are some practices are there, we should be aimed at minimizing the environmental impact of tourism, and ensuring that tourism development is viable in the long term, because that is what is, if you are unable to sustain, if you are unable to the flora and fauna of the place gets destroyed, then if you are unable to preserve it, then we cannot enjoy. So very in tourism, sustainability is very important. So about this is also about changing trend. But yes, this is very important purpose of tourism. There are four S formula in tourism. One is the, if you remember, four S. One is the sun, sea, sand, and sex. So, and a tourist usually they go to various. 1 minute, huh? Just a minute. রাজশেখর, ମୁଁ এটা বন্ধ କରିକି ଯିବି ନା? ରାଜশেখର, ରାଜশেଖର, ମୁଁ ବନ୍ଦ କରିକି ଯିବି ତ? ঠিক আছে। So they need a nowadays uh, everybody wants to, like, they wanted to enjoy life and all. And so they ensure ki they visit whenever they get time, they visit a destination, they get relaxed and all after hard day's work. Everybody wants some relaxation, and through the enjoying the nature, they can get it. Okay, so these are the purpose of tourism. You should remember this for S also. And yes, this is very important, travel motivators. Okay, what are the, why you travel, because why this tourism happens, why, because travel is an important motivator. And what motivates you? So these are some of the few important components that you can consider as there as a travel motivators. What is interpersonal reasons are there. Then of course relaxation and refreshment. You want that we should relax and refreshment. It is being said ki India is a country which has 12 months but 18 festivals. So every other month we do have some festivals, we have a holiday. And we do some we go to temples, or we buy our outfits, celebrate with sweets and all, visiting our friends and all. So this is what happens. Even tomorrow is 2nd October, tomorrow is holiday for you. And Ministry of Sports Affairs has since it is Gandhiji's birthday, so this time they have decided to celebrate it as Swachh Bharat Swachhata Hi Seva, because with with the स्वच्छ संस्कार, स्वच्छ स्वभाव से हम एक स्वच्छ भारत बना पाएंगे. So that is our, in 2047 we want a स्वच्छ Bharat. If you see, like, our Modi ji is making a lot of floated a lot of projects, lot of projects, tourism related projects. I mean ICSSR, that is Indian Council of Social Science and Research. A lot of tourism projects are being floated, where you can bring an impact on the tourism sector of our country. Okay, so there are a lot of, these are the motivators. Okay, now come business reasons. Yes, you travel to different places for business reasons, that is also being one of the important travel motivators. Then you have adventure, leisure time, and disposable income. Yes, why today's generation, we I mean, lot of disposable income is there, and lot of facilities are also there. And as per the needs and I mean demand, supply is also there. As per the needs and requirements of the tourist, all the facilities are being provided, are being rendered, the services are being rendered. So that is, and as disposable income is there, so people visit different destinations. Then sports is always there. Then comes the spiritual. Yes, why we visit, like, maybe during, like, in this month, like one of y'all said, like, belong to Thane. One of y'all belong to Thane. So seventh, I think seventh, or it was seventh. Uh, this is September, no? 7th September. I mean, today is this 1st October. 7th September was the Ganesh Puja, and Maharashtra celebrates, especially Bombay, celebrates Ganesh Chaturthi as one of the important festivals. It's being celebrated for 10 long days. So we were watching on the TVs, and especially in one channel, Visharjan ke din, we saw that, lot of Ganesh devotee, I mean, lot of Ganesh idols. I mean, how they were in a queue, they were going on. चौपाटी में उनका विसर्जन हो रहा था, so we were watching all this. So that is what I was about to say, like each place has their own way of celebrating. Even Orissa also celebrates. So some of you, I mean, those are the reasons, like motivators, you can say. Then of course for pleasure, then for health purposes, then sometimes it's also being curiosity, that is also there. Now, different types of tourists, classification of tourists. We have this business class tourists. Then there are educational tourists from schools and colleges. Like today, I have taken the students of my university. That was of educational tourists. I mean, they were educational tourists. We went to clean the beach. As I told you, the theme is Swachhata Hi Seva. So they went, our students, along with a few of our faculties, we went to a beach, and in it is around a few minutes, around 3 hours drive from Bhubaneswar. They cleaned the beach, they took some photos and all. Now they'll send it to the ministry, like, because we have to do and show it to. So this is a basically educational tourist. We were all educational tourists, okay. Then there are incentive tourists, as well as health and medical tourists, the different types of tourists. I just mentioned few. Then there are leisure tourists, religious tourists. Then yes, you have this special interest tourist, that belongs to. Nowadays we have this literary fairs, literary events, and all, where like you get to attend different book fairs. And not only that, you get to attend literature, I mean, people, from different avenues of, like, literature, in the sense, like, you will be attending all this where Shashi Tharoor is there and all. So you'll find all those type of literary event may you'll find this type of personalities who are very have a rich who are very rich in literature. So once you attend all this, it depends on your interest, as I say. If you have interest, if you have hobbies, like, like bike riding and all, they are going to Ladakh and all. One of my batchmates, he's from Maharashtra, and he's from Pune. He went to Ladakh. He has a group, bike riders. So Enfield, I think Enfield, yes. So they all went to Ladakh, and they visited all those places and all. So it's all about the interest. If you have interest, you can come to this group of SIT, okay, special interest tourist, okay. And so of course there are sightseeing, there are cultures when you go to, then visiting friends and relatives. I've told you. Then special interest. Um, then alternative tourist. Yes, this is a little bit. This alternative tourist who like to do things differently, is called alternative tourist. And when I was talking about, when I was telling you about mass tourism, that has a very negative impact on the environment, on the society. So we have to also ensure that the flora and fauna of that particular place is being preserved. That is, we should take care of. And because if I mean, if especially every some destinations which are known for their flora and fauna, if mass tourism takes place, I mean, whether if you wild, suppose if you wanted to go to any wildlife sanctuary, and if you see, especially during 25th December, because you have a holiday, or during the Durga, or during the 31st December, 1st January, they wanted to visit the zoos and all this. So these animals, they also, it has a negative impact, because so much tourists, they also get some, because everybody wants some space at, so that has a very negative impact on the environment, because they want less to be with other tourism and more with living cultures. And so that is what they usually. So that is alternative tourist. And yes, there are some determinants, like, that is psychological, socio-political, economic. When we talk about psychological, relaxation is completely different environment to home for purpose of break or medical needs. Then there the socio-political. Tourism is for the purpose of rejuvenation. Don't make it political. Don't convert that into political. Like many a times we have seen, lot of tourists are visiting that places. Now people, from the political point of perspective, they make it an agenda. Why, people are visiting because of such and such reasons. So ensure that it is not being hampered in that way. Of course, economic, when we visit any place, disposable income or you know is very important for tourism. So travel is less undertaken by people who are having money concerns. Sometimes we wanted to visit the places, but we are unable to visit those places because of money concerns. But today's generation, they have disposable income, so they feel like traveling. Some spent on traveling, when at the they have their salary, they keep their salary in such a way, so at the end of once in a year they should visit a destination. It has been said ki once or twice in a year you should visit a new place. Means that should be in your bucket list. Once or twice in a year you should visit a new place. You have so many things to learn, and the thing is that many things which you can't learn from the books or anything, or you can easily, when you visit a place, you learn those things because you learn from the environment. Okay. Then yes, time is also a very important factor. um, I think yes. Like more or less, I have tried to cover this. This was a unit one. So tourism phenomena. What is characteristics of tourism? Like what is tourism all about? Different forms and types of tourism in general. Okay, and the reasons for growth of tourism. And we can see our country is really growing when we talk about tourism. And then comes motivators of tourism, why people travel to a destination. There are many reasons behind that. And of course, then there are the demand for tourism, always the demand is there, and tourism products. So I just wanted to say you thank you for your patience hearing. Then you can discuss anything, like maybe in today's class I have shared unit 1 basically. Okay. um, let me just try. I'll just start.
And just to share, ma'am, the group has been formed. We are 6, 7
Yes.
people there now.
Okay,
So
thank you so much. Thank
I've
you
added
so
you
much.
and we can get it done. Yes. Hopefully,
Yes, yes.
all will be good.
Yes, you can always share, something like any new, suppose any new festival or culture, that's in your state. You can just put on, give some information so we can explore, that is what, or some websites which you think. And there are a lot of hospitality books, there are a lot of magazines which talks about tourism and all. So we can always share those, and they're like like there are TAI, like Travel Agent Association of India. And of course there are some destination, like it's not that we are learning about tourism is we are very much confined to this topics and all only, but there are a lot of things which you can always share. Okay. So any questions from you all, or anything you all want to share? Just now I have seen that, yes, Uttarakhand
Yep.
sport villages being honored with National Tourism Award. So that's yes. I think someone of you all want to share something. Please do.
Yes, I,
Huh.
I was just wanting to say something since the beginning.
Yes,
As you
please.
said
Hmm.
that you are a hotelier and you joined tourism. Ma'am, it would be great one day if you share your journey, because I am a hotelier. I work for the Taj Hotels. in
Okay,
Kolkata,
okay,
and I have taken
okay,
up tourism just because I have a passion for this subject. So,
okay.
so we
You
learn a
you
lot
did your hotel you did your hotel management from where?
from IHM Kolkata. I did
Okay,
my
okay. So
master's actually. I completed with my master's there. I was a chef, but after having a prolonged
okay.
time in the food and beverage field, like I changed to front office. I work as a guest service associate now, guest service executive now for front office
So
basically. So it is
okay,
more about talking
okay.
to.
Very nice. So who was your principal?
Uh, right now, it's Mr. Raja Shadhuka.
No, that though I know. He has joined recently.
Yes, he was my HR also. He knows me very well. I joined as a pre-opening team for many Taj hotels. And
Okay, okay, okay. Right, right. Good. What's your good name?
my name is Tithi, ma'am. Tithi.
Okay. No. So you did your masters that time. This present principal is there.
Ma'am, I
Like.
did my master's from International School of Hospitality, not from IHM. Masters I
Uh-huh.
did in production, food production,
Hmm.
from a
Hmm.
Salt Lake campus of International School of Hotel Management.
Okay. No, I was like when you did your hotel manage from IHM Bhubaneswar, who was your principal?
Ma'am, I did it from Kolkata.
Hmm. Was Mr. Chaudhary Ranjit Chaudhary was your principal?
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
he was your principal. No, that I
yes,
wanted to ask you. Okay, okay. So your food production, sir, was Bonaful Banerjee.
yes.
Okay, okay. I know them well. Even they know me well. Okay, good. I think you'll share sometimes. Okay, please do share because that is more interesting. Instead of, we can like these are the few aspects and all. All of us know. I mean, very common. But sometimes, few things like someone from Uttarakhand, someone from Bangalore, and all. They can always share their, the uniqueness of that places they belong to. I think everything doesn't come on the news or but that's I mean in this platform you can always share your things and all. So that's a good. This time I got the opportunity to interact with. I mean, from from you all. Last time it was all students who were in from Africa. So some of them were not able to understand or not. I mean, they were able to understand, but they were not able to speak and all. But still, then they shared, like African culture and all. So it was a very interesting. So this time also, I will try to make it interesting. I tried my best, but in fact, today I was, as I told you, I was traveling, and I went to for this beach cleaning Swachhata Hi Seva assignment. So 10-15 minutes later, I wanted to show you some, videos and all. Like you all are aware everything, but let's try in a different way. Okay. So any
Hi, ma'am. This
yes.
is Manoj from Bangalore. Actually, I work
Hmm.
for Karnataka State Tourism Development Corporation as a general manager.
Okay, sir, very good. All high profile people are there in this. Okay, okay, good, good, good. So please share.
So
I think
it was
Tithi,
my honor. Like last week, we hosted your deputy chief minister at Nandi Hills. I think if you're Prabhate ma'am, if I'm not wrong. Actually, we hosted them last week at Nandi Hills.
acha, acha,
They had a pradhan at Bangalore.
acha, acha. Okay, okay, okay. So you work for Karnataka Tourism, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I work for KSTDC as a property manager as of now. So we
Okay,
have,
good.
I work for Nandi Hills. It is the
Hmm,
prime location and with
hmm,
prime property of entire Karnataka's tourism, and it's
hmm.
like a feather on hat. So
Okay, so you tell something in next class now. You please, I'll give you 5-10 minutes. Like today's was next class. You all please tell something. You also come prepare. Okay, so it
yes,
would be
ma'am.
easier. So you can share, and so Miss Tithi will be sharing. And your good name, sir. Let me
My
write
name
the
is
name.
Manoj, ma'am. I'm from Bangalore. Manoj.
Wait, wait. Let me write. Miss Tithi, Mr. Manoj. Very good. From Bangalore, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So you also studied hotel management or tourism, like?
I have completed my bachelor's in hotel management and have done my master's also in that's MTMM, that's Master in Tourism Administration from Mysore University.
Okay, okay, good, good. That's really wonderful. So, of course, I know those who are in this group, like, they are from whether somewhere or less, they are attached to tourism or travel, like, or hotels and all. And as I told you, like, whatever we do, or, in each and every where we find a bit of tourism, and that would help us to get connected. Maybe in details we can come to know more about the locations, places. So that's a let's start with a, good, like 6 days classes we'll be having. So tomorrow is a holiday, so we'll be again joining on 3rd of October, right?
Yes, ma'am. Same
Okay,
here.
ma'am. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So 1 minute. So that's nice. I came to know about Mr. Tithi, Mr. Manoj, and our administrator, our admin is also there from Delhi. Okay, capital city of India. So anyone else who want to introduce? You want to introduce? Yes. So I think most of y'all are working professionals, right?
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm
Please.
not. I'm not a working professional. I am a
Uh-huh.
housewife, but I
Okay.
have interest in tourism industry. That's why I joined this course.
So your good name?
Meenal Vathore. Meenal.
Meenal. Miss Meenal. Mrs.
Yeah,
Meenal. Okay. So
Mrs.
you stay
Meenal.
in Thane?
Yeah, yeah.
You're from. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So that's interesting.
Hello,
I
ma'am.
think Tell me. Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. This is Vijayashri. Vijayalakshmi, actually. Actually, I'm working as a HR right now.
Vijay Lakshmi.
Yeah, but I
Uh-huh.
don't have any tourism background or hotel management background. I just somehow
Hmm.
somehow gone through the IGNO website again by looking
Hmm.
some
Hmm.
courses. I thought like it would be
Hmm. Hmm.
like fun or learning new thing. So I just applied for the
Yes. Yes.
tourism studies.
Okay. No, no, that's interesting. You learn
Yeah,
so many things. And as I told you, you need to keep on learning. You are in HR, okay?
yeah,
You are Vijay Lakshmi. You belong to
yeah.
which place? You
Actually, my
belong to which
native is
place?
in Chennai, but now
Huh.
I'm currently living in Visakhapatnam. I have like moved
Okay.
into many places in India, so I just got somehow like why how can I like look into tourism like
Okay, okay. So right now
yeah.
you are been located at Vishakhapatnam, right?
Yes, and I
Okay,
chose my
that's
study
good, good.
center also in Visakhapatnam. Yeah,
Okay, that's good. So see, once we are in a group, next time when I visit Vishakhapatnam, I'll contact you. Okay,
yeah, sure,
that's
yeah,
uh, that's uh, that's interesting. And Mr. Manoj is from Bangalore. If you visit there, you can also, because he belongs to this Kerala Tourism Development Corporation. He can always give you suggestions and all. So that's good. I think we should do justice to the subject we are studying. That is always. So that's I really enjoyed taking your classes, and hopefully we can make it more interesting, robust, and please share your ideas, because these are the few things, like every one of us know, and I believe some of you all may be knowing more than me, even if I'm taking your classes, from your experiences and all. So let it be like a platform where we can share. Okay, that is what we are looking forward to, because it's all mixed culture and all. So next, in my next class, I look forward to hear from Ms. Tithi, Mr. Manoj, Mrs. Meenal, who is from Thane, and Ms. Vijay Lakshmi. Okay, and an admin is there. Okay, yes or no? Today 9 of us are there, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Rest are there.
yes, ma'am.
All
Can
good,
you
ma'am.
just
All good.
in all good? All so Then let's call it a day off. Then we'll see you on today's
Day
Tuesday.
after
When is it?
tomorrow.
Thursday. Yes, that's Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. Okay. So have a good day. Uh, okay. Okay.
Thank you
Bye
so
then. Huh?
much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you,
thank
ma'am.
you so much,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.